Microsoft Word offers several useful features for adding tables to documents. Take a look at how Westcal makes use of tables in Word. Thomas is tasked with creating Westcal's quarterly financial report using Word. He needs to include the company's finances within the document. Thomas realizes that a table would be a great way to display this information. As you've just seen, Thomas can use Microsoft Word to create tables. In this lesson, you'll also learn how to use tables in Microsoft Word. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to insert tables into a Microsoft Word document, format tables within Word, and convert text to a table. Tables are an excellent way to organize content in a document. They provide an easy way to arrange text and format different areas of the page. They are also simpler to use than other tools that could achieve the same effects, such as multiple sections. Next, here's a look at the structure of a table. The first part of the table is rows, which are sections of data organized horizontally. Next, there's columns, which is data arranged in a vertical format. And finally, there are cells. These are small individual boxes that contain the actual data. So, how do you insert tables into a Word document? There are a few different ways to add tables. Take a moment to explore them. The easiest way to add tables in a document is to click Insert, then Table. Then drag out the dimensions of the table on the grid and click. The table appears in the document, ready for you to add text. If your table is larger than the grid shown in the menu, or if you are having trouble clicking and dragging, click the Insert Table command from the table menu. Next, open the Insert Table dialog box. You can use this box to enter the number of columns and rows that you want in your table and set the desired auto-fit behavior. Click OK when you are ready. The table appears on screen. You can also create a table using the Draw Table command in the table menu. However, this method is only recommended for use with a graphics tablet. The Draw Table action turns your cursor into a pencil. Click and drag the pencil to create the table outline. Add rows and columns by manually drawing them. Two new tabs appear when you insert a table in a Word document. The first tab is Table Design. This tab provides commands to change the appearance of your table. The second tab is Layout. This tab provides commands to change the structure of your table. You don't always have to create your own table. Word also provides some sample tables for common tasks. These are called quick tables. Here's a look at how to add these to a document. To add a quick table to your document, click Insert, Table, Quick Tables, and click a thumbnail. The table appears in your document ready to modify. There may be instances when you need to create a table containing Excel data. You can do this using the table features in Word. To create a table containing Excel data, click to place your cursor where you want the spreadsheet to go. Then click Insert, Table, and Excel Spreadsheet. The Excel Embedded Object interface appears in your Word document. You can now enter your data using the Excel interface. If you have a lot of Excel data to enter, it may be easier to create the file in Excel. You can then paste the data in Microsoft Word. Or you can create an embedded object with it. When you are finished, press the Escape key, or click a blank part of the document to return to Microsoft Word. When you are working with a table, you can click in any cell to move to it. You can also navigate through a table using the keyboard shortcuts. Take a moment to review these shortcuts. To move one cell to the right, select Tab, or the right arrow key if the cell is empty. Press Shift and Tab to move one cell to the left, or the left arrow if it's an empty cell. Press the up arrow to move one row up, and the down arrow to move one row down. You can also use keyboard shortcuts to navigate table rows. To quickly navigate to the first row in the table, press Alt and Page up. Press Alt and Page down to jump to the last row. Finally, you can navigate columns. Select Alt and Home to navigate to the first column, or Alt and End for the last column in your table. Finally, take a look at non-printing characters in tables. Here's a table with data. The table's borders have been turned off or hidden. You can reveal the hidden borders by selecting a cell within the table and then view grid lines from the Table Tools Layout tab. The hidden borders are displayed as a dotted line. You can also view special markers to see where the end of the table's rows and columns appear. Just select the Hidden Characters icon on the Home tab. And don't worry about how these might affect your final document. Hidden characters and borders are never printed. They're just there for guidance. You're now familiar with the structure of tables and the different ways to insert tables in a Word document. Great work!